Alright guys, we are back with another video, and today I want to talk about building a strong mind. So make sure you stay till the end of the video, because the main thing I want to say is I'm going to put it right at the end. So just stay and make sure you watch that. But also down in the description I've got my link to my Telegram, and I've got a link to my Instagram. Message me on Instagram if you want to apply for the private network called Money Dojo. It's really important because a lot of guys have been asking me about this. A lot of guys have been asking questions about what is my network? Where do I find all the people I work with? How do I get around the right type of people? It's all in there. So that's it. Get in the Telegram, message me on Instagram about applying for Money Dojo, and I'll see you there. But apart from that, let's get straight back to the video on how to build your iron mind, how to strengthen your mind to the point that you can overcome anything else that is in your way. So to start off, a lot of people, they struggle with small repetitive negative tasks. So small things that come up fairly often and that really do hinder them. So it could be cheating on your diet. It could be maybe jerking off in your bathroom. Choose a negative habit. Maybe it's missing the gym. Maybe it's sitting on your phone instead of doing your work. It's avoiding tasks. It's procrastinating. It's knowing you have something that you should be doing, but you avoid it and you choose to do something else. Now, there's a very simple way that I have found to avoid these kinds of things. And it's pretty easy. It's pretty simple. And all it takes is a very small amount of just mental change. So whatever that negative task is, you need to change your own self-image into the idea that you are not the type of person that does that thing. You have Andrew Tate, who has a rock solid mind, completely bulletproof, because he holds himself to the standard of the Tate name. You've got David Goggins, who says that his mind is in control of everything. He gives himself power. He's locked in. He's in full control of his own mind, and then his mind is in control of his body. So if you can utilize your mind, then you can push yourself to new levels, new heights that you may not have been to be reached before. So looking at this in an analytical way, we can take away a couple things. So your mind works in something called a servo mechanism, and what it does is it finds a task, or you give it a goal, give your mind a goal, and subconsciously it will work towards achieving this. Now your mind your subconscious mind does not work with negatives. So saying that you will not, or you will not do something, or I do not do something, that is a negative connotation. So what your mind then focuses on is the thing that you're being negative about. So I will not miss a training session. That's what your subconscious mind gets out of that. I will not cheat on diet. That's how your subconscious mind works. All of this is in a book called Psycho-Cybernetics, by the way. Amazing book, read it, tons of value. Back to it. So looking at the mind in an analytical sense as a servo mechanism, something that works with a goal and a process, and it adjusts course based on how well you're doing toward that goal. It's very simple. So if you can use that to your advantage and just change the way you perceive yourself and perceive your own self-image, so the way you have your self-image set up, you can change it so that you believe yourself to be something different, and then subconsciously you become that difference. You become that different person. So you can choose who you want to be. You can choose to be someone who does not get upset in these conversations. You can choose to be someone that holds their composure when under pressure. You can choose to be someone that is strict on their diet. You can choose to be someone that trains every day. You can choose to be someone that is very disciplined with their work. They do not avoid and procrastinate. They are on task. And it's all these little mental changes that you can change with your self-image. You can adjust it slightly. It's only just changing the way you think about yourself, and that will make a big difference, because subconsciously you will work toward that goal without even knowing it. That's the first thing to building an iron mind. Now, next is, if you have a clear outline of what it is you want to do, your subconscious servo mechanism will work towards achieving that. So if you give yourself a clear outline of what it is you want to accomplish, and every day you can analyze what it is you're doing and how well it's done, then there is no way that you can avoid success. If you're constantly looking at how you can succeed, and you're constantly working towards that goal because you have it outlined, you have clear steps to success, then all you have to do is follow the steps and work around the barriers that come up, the roadblocks that come into your way, and all you have to do is work around them. So that's part 2. Now part 3 of conquering your own mind. This is, again, a very simple fact, and this is the most important of all. If you can control your body and get it to do something that you think is merely impossible, that is absolutely unfathomable to what you believe is possible. So go out tomorrow, this week, go and run a marathon, go and run 10K. Just go and push yourself and see what lengths you can push your body to. Realize what you're actually capable of as a human, as a person, and what your mind can do when you give yourself a task. Because if you choose to go on that big run, go to the gym, hit a 2, 3, 4 hour intense session, then you will realize that you are capable of so much more, because you understand that when your mind is in control, you can push your body to depths and areas that you have not been able to push yourself to before. So by understanding that your mind is in control and your body breaks before your mind does, then you can choose to continually push until your body breaks. And that's the main thing, because everyone says, oh, my body's broken, I'm sore, I'm hurting. That's not your body breaking, that's your mind breaking. When your body breaks, you will know it. When your mind breaks, you can keep going. Okay? When your body breaks, it's obvious. Something's wrong. You can tell. But when it's just yourself, your mental game giving up, that's very easy to mistake, because it's just a clouded judgment of your own head. It's your subconscious saying, I don't want to do this. Let's stop. Let's just take a breather. Let's step back. Let's go home. Let's stay in bed. Let's eat that shitty food. Your body, your mind will always try, your subconscious mind will always try and take the easy path. So by staying conscious, by staying on task, by staying focused, you can then make the right decisions to choose what it is you want to do, to choose the right decisions day in, day out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to keep running. I'm going to keep training. I'm going to keep working. I'm not going to get distracted. As soon as you feel yourself urging to pick up your phone and start scrolling through social media, you realize, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to pick it up. I'm going to go put it in another room so I can get finished with my work. Okay, now I finished my work. Oh, I could sit around and sit on my phone, or I could go to the gym. Great, I'm going to go to the gym. Great. Now I've finished the gym, and I've got an extra 4 hours of the day that I normally would have spent on my phone. Okay, now I can do something else. I could try starting this other business venture that I wanted to do. I could look up new training methods. I could start reading that new book. I could watch that documentary that I've been meaning to watch. There is so much more you can accomplish when you decide to be accurate and precise and concise with what you do. Okay? If you can actually choose what you do day to day, moment to moment, then you can make the most of every second. If you can consciously be aware, if you can be conscious for every second of the day, then you are going to be so much more aware, and you will have so much more power than you realize, because what you can do is limitless, because you'll end up realizing that there's a lot of people who just go unconsciously throughout the day. They zone through, they swim through, they just kind of go with the tide. If you can stay conscious, avoid all those subconscious routines of going to work, clacking away at the keyboard, going through all those boring tasks, if you can actually stay focused and properly be immersed in what it is you're doing, and be aware of what it is you're doing, and being aware that you've got another task next and next and next, then you can accomplish more than you ever knew you could. See you in the next video.